What's up, everybody? This is Maximilian, and we're going to start this one off with a quick little tidbit here, just kind of flash forwarding, because I really recorded this episode haphazardly, to say the least. I just kind of decided that I was going to play it for a while, and all of a sudden this kind of happened. Fortunately, I was recording it, so I got a sneak peek of it, but sadly I did not catch Raikou. I did not. I managed to run into him a second time, but after much deliberation and just painstaking going back and forth from city to city. Eventually I ran into him a second time. Unfortunately, I was not successful there either, and then eventually I just gave up because I had spent like 45 minutes just trying to go ahead and get it. So I figured, I'll get it later. Wait till I have a Master Ball, and then we can actually do this the easy way. So I will go ahead and take care of that later, but for now, we got ourselves a Xatu, which is good, because now we can fly places. I don't have to worry about walking everywhere. I mean, it's really awkward when you have the Fly HM and you have nothing to teach it to. That's just the worst feeling ever. You've got all the ability in the world, but nothing to use it with. So, I don't know. I was lucky enough to land asleep here, and I really think I just played this out. I think I just played this out wrong. I think I just made a mistake here. I definitely should have laid down the curse. I know that was the right thing to do, because I need to be able to consistently take out his HP in large amounts, and curse is really the only good way to do that to a Pokemon that's 15 levels higher than you. And really, I shouldn't have used the fastball here. That was a big mistake. I should have hit him with one attack at the very least, but I was under the impression that after he woke up, that he would immediately run away. I didn't realize that they do have the ability to retaliate if you do hit them with something. So, that was my mistake. I just figured, I shouldn't risk it. I'll just go for it, and that turned out to be my undoing. So, we have no Raikou to show for it. What can you do? We'll get him later in the game, though. Don't worry about it. All is not lost. But he'll have a little less HP next time he comes up. I wonder if... No, I don't think he'll have the curse attached to him still. I'm pretty sure that's a battle-only thing. So, now, what we're going to do is go where I should have gone a long time ago. And that is Mahogany Town and the Lake of Rage, which is to the north of the town, if you haven't been there before. I completely forgot about this for some reason. I have no idea how it could have possibly slipped my mind, because I know I talked about getting the Red Gyarados. People have mentioned getting the Red Gyarados. And I know for a fact that you don't get it this late in the game. You definitely get it much earlier, probably even before Ekritik, really. And somehow I just completely whizzed by it, didn't even give it a second thought. So, if you go into Dark Cave, you should now have the ability to surf over to the side, and that'll lead you to another platform. If you follow this maze, well, not really a maze, it's kind of straightforward. Just go up as high as you can, cross over the waterfall, and then you've got yourself on the eastern side of Johto. And from there, you can go into Mahogany Town. There's a little short route there. There's a couple of trainers, but their Pokemon were actually meant to be encountered sometime after the 4th gym, or maybe even before it. So they're actually pretty low level compared to your party. Most of them are in the mid to high teens. Like, very rarely will they even break 20 at this point. So if you've been following me exactly, and you've been doing what I've been doing, and you haven't just haven't even bothered going to go to Mahogany Town yet, then you should be well ahead of the game, and this should be one of the easiest parts of the game for you. This will make for some nice little grinding, although you won't get as much experience, just simply because they're not very high level at this point, obviously. Nonetheless, it is trainers to fight. And there's a Red Gyarados here. Oh, and we get to continue Team Rocket. Yeah. That's probably the only redeeming quality about Team Rocket, is that they offer so much free experience, because their Pokemon pretty much all suck. I'm not sure if there's actually anybody good for Team Rocket in Gold and Silver. I could be wrong, but I haven't ran into them yet, so I guess we'll find out eventually. Now, I did not get very far to the Lake of Rage. I think I just actually went up to the route this episode, and I think I just battled a trainer or two and decided, I'll play on the safe side and just stop it here. Because at that point, I'd been playing for probably about an hour straight. So I had an hour chunk of video, and I really wasn't sure how much, play footage that I was going to be able to crop out of this. And I didn't want to have too much of it, because I have done that before, and I've made the mistake of trying to squeeze too much into one video, and it just makes for a really awkward transition. So I played it on the safe side, and I ended up keeping it within, I think, 11 minutes, about 11-minute videos. So that's not too bad. So I promise I'll be a little bit more deliberate next time. I'll record with better intentions, And I won't just do this haphazardly. I'll actually make sure I'm keeping track of how much time I'm playing, so that way I can get you a slightly longer video and something with a bit more continuous content, because this one's just kind of jumping all over the place. Nonetheless, it is a continuation of where we're going, so hopefully you're happy with it. Now, I think, I could be wrong, but I think we will be able to get the red Gyarados in the next episode. It just depends on how much of Team Rocket we have to deal with, and I can't remember entirely from the plot how much, I guess, involvement you have in the Lake of Rage ordeal with Team Rocket. So if there are only a couple trainers, then we should definitely be able to do it. Otherwise, it'll be in the next episode. But it will be soon, and I'm definitely going to get the red Gyarados. I will be using it in the party because, I mean, it's a Gyarados. There's really no reason not to use it. If you're not using a red Gyarados, then something's wrong. We'll just put it that way. So, I need to ask your opinion. Since we have 6 Pokemon in our party, we need to kick one out in order to make room for Gyarados. So, who is not pulling their weight? Who is the weakest link? As Anne Robertson would say, or whatever her name is. Perhaps I got that wrong. You people in the UK would know better. I know her first name is Anne. I'm pretty sure it is. And the sad thing is, the only reason I know that is because she was on a really, really old Top Gear series episode. Like something way back in Series 2. So it was like 8 years ago. But yeah, I do know her name is Anne, and I think her last name is Robertson. I could be wrong. Oh well. You all can correct me. You know better than I would. I'm a Yankee. So, now what I'm going to do in the next episode, aside from continuing the plot being the Lake of Rage and Gyarados, is switch up the party a little bit. Gyarados will make a nice little addition to the party, and hopefully you guys will like the Xatu variety, but I'm also looking for any more suggestions that you guys have. If you'd like to see me go after a specific Pokemon at this point, or you have suggestions for things for me to be catching, please leave a comment and let me know. We'll try to keep the party balanced. Like, we're not going to try to go all water type because that gets kind of old after a while. So we're going to try to keep it diverse, but at the same time, let's keep it interesting. So, if you guys have any suggestions for me, always let me know. I love your feedback because not only does it show me that you're watching my videos and you're paying attention, but it shows that you're getting involved and that you enjoy it. So, I would very much like for you to leave a comment. I hear... this is just what I hear, that there are places that you can get Lapras in this game, but it only happens on special occasions. And I know I'm kind of spoiling it, but I can sense this tendency to repeat the Lapras thing that happened in the last walkthrough. I'm guessing that this is going to become some kind of tradition of sorts amongst my subscribers. It just, for those of you who weren't here back then. When I was playing Red and I went through Silphco, I happened to I picked up the Lapras. And I basically said, this thing's terrible. I'm never going to use it, so just don't even bother voting for it in the Elite Four. And sure enough, I never should have said that, but it ended up being in the top 5 for the Elite Four poll, or actually, what was the top 4? Because I think I reserved 2 slots for Charizard and Mew. Because I mean, come on, we're Charizard and Mew, but I gave the last 4 slots up to the subscribers, and here's me being a donk in the toll booth. Completely forgot about that. My bad. I'll never do it again. But anyway, off of that tangent, I gave the last 4 slots up to the subscribers, and they voted for Lapras as one of them. I guess kind of to spite me, but also at the same time to troll. It was pretty funny. I mean, I did get the joke. I didn't take it hard or anything like, no, I mean, I gotta sit Alakazam on the bench, which really did kind of suck. I was disappointed in that you guys did not vote in Alakazam. That's okay, I'm not going to hold that against you guys. I'm not like that. But it was pretty funny, I'm not going to lie. It shows that you guys have a bit of a coordinated effort to kind of throw me a curveball when I least expect it. So, if any of you have suggestions on Lapras, or you know exactly where it is, let me know. That would be cool to have a comment left and leading me exactly to it. Maybe I'll try and grab one next episode, who knows. If we finish the Lake of Rage early, maybe I'll go grab one. But it appears that the cult following of Lapras, so to speak, is re-emerging, and I may in fact have to cater to their wishes. So, yeah. You guys are killing me. You guys are killing me with this Lapras business. Oh, and by the way, there's a Flaffy. Now, I knew you could catch wild Flaffies in this game, because when I first played this game, I got a Flaffy here. Like, not even halfway through the game. I got a Flaffy here. Or not even halfway through Johto, for that matter. I know I caught a Flaffy here. I don't know why it didn't even occur to me to ever actually look there. I just kind of assumed that I wouldn't have to do that until much later in the game, so I went and got a Mareep all the way back at, like, level 6, which was really stupid and completely pointless. I did not even think about this. So, as soon as I saw that Flaffy, I was just kind of kicking myself for not even remotely considering that there might be a better way to get myself an Ampharos. Oops. That's just a lesson you learn when playing the game. You make mistakes, and you learn from those mistakes, but I guess, well, in the long run, that Mareep is actually a little stronger because you do gain more experience points for the more levels that you raise as a trainer. So, I guess it worked out, but still, at the same time, it kind of pisses me off that I had to raise it an extra 9 levels for no reason. So, yeah, that sucked. Anywho, stay tuned for the next episode, which should be coming up tomorrow. I'm going to try to get it out tomorrow. I apologize for not uploading the day before and keeping to my schedule that I set. I'd been really busy and I was exhausted and I just needed to sleep because waking up is hard to do. So, that's it, guys. See you next time.